Keith and Joe, here's a set of keys. There's two locks. One's just a door lock. Simple. Okay. Then we also have a safety bolt, a bolt lock, which is, depending where you're going to be, we want you to have it, lock the bolt lock, okay? So we recommend always locking both. Except I always, and you'll see that I'm struggling with this. Okay. We've got the owner's manual is in here, and we got the forms in here, okay? And we'll get the forms out in a little bit. Right now, both of these chairs are fully charged, and there's power cords in there. When these chairs are not being used, especially overnight, you can run about 4 hours, 5 hours, depending on if it's continuous use or intermittent use. If it's real intermittent use, it could last up to 8 hours. But I'll be showing you the battery gauge as we go through this, okay? But when you're starting to get down, we got plenty of extension cord, so you want to be able to keep these. Whenever there's not in use, you power the chairs off. But overnight, you want to get both chairs plugged in so they're fully charged the next day. Okay? There's stuff inside for charging that connects, but outside, this is connects to a 110 volt. Okay? Okay?
Ah.
There's a lock on the front, and that's for this key here holds for the lock on the front, and also there's the same set of padlock on the back. Okay?
Same key.
Same key.
Right.
Okay.
Should we go take the back?
Yep, we're going to send you to take the back.
Yeah, let's go to the back.
Whenever this is not on the tongue of a trailer, we need to make sure that the stabilizer legs are down. So when we park it tonight, I'm going to be putting those down. But whoever is hooking this trailer back up has to remember to take the stabilizers back up. And I stress that for a reason. Okay? So we've got one lock back here. And you don't need two locks. Okay? And what's nice about this is this drops down.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
It's like hydraulic. Okay.
That's very nice. Wow.
Okay.
Look
What
at
I
those,
do
nice.
is, so I'm not stupid, I always make sure I hang these things up so I can't forget.
Right.
When you're bringing the chairs out, you always bring the chairs out front ways. And you do not ride the chairs out. The chairs are meant to be walked out. Okay? So, this first one here is a left-handed control. The other one in there is a right-handed control. Okay? So, first I'm going to get them powered up and get them out of here. I'll get one out. I think that's sufficient.
Okay.
But I can bring both out if you want. It's a joystick. And the only reason I can do this right now is I'm on the tongue.
Sure.
That's why I wanted to stress that little point right there.
And you're in the lowest gear right now on the chair?
I am in the very lowest gear. There's five speeds, 1 through 5.
Okay.
Forward and reverse, 1 through 5.
Sure.
Okay? Okay. I'll stress this one point, and I'm going to stress it again. Should anybody be using these chairs and all of a sudden it's powered on, but you can't go anywhere, it means you have inadvertently locked the controls. To unlock the controls, you push it forward till it beeps, about 3 seconds. Pull it straight back till it beeps, about 3 seconds, and it's unlocked. So, should you inadvertently lock it, simply push the toggle switch forward till it beeps, pull it back till it beeps. That's in the owner's manual too. Okay. Like I said, right now it's fully charged. If you would like to come over and take kind of a look in here and see. The batteries up there is fully charged.
Okay.
Okay. And what we have on here in the toggle is what we have here, and on the right-handed chair, the toggle switch is here,
Okay.
and this canting is on the left-hand side. So
Sure.
if you're going up, so what you want to do, and you already know this from experience, when you're going uphill, you can get tilted back or downhill. So you can tilt to keep your body level.
Okay.
Number one, another very important rule is we have seat belts. You must use the seat belts.
Right.
We had a person literally roll right out of the chair because he got excited when we were setting it up, and he came up a hill like this, and he had it canted back forward. As soon as he hit the flat ground,
Got it.
Roll.
Over it. Yeah.
okay, so there's seat belt here, and there's leg strap belts here, okay? And these operate with a Velcro,
Okay.
okay? And the leg stand here goes up and goes down.
Do you want to sit in it and just put that over your feet to show like
Sure.
what it would look like?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's a simple Velcro. Okay.
Okay.
And then the seat belt. This was made for, we had a young kid in here the other day,
Oh, sure. It's a lot shorter there.
because they're just a tiny little kid. So, and I'm not so tiny. So, so I guess I can't stress that enough. Okay.
Right. Yep.
But and we're finding that, you know, whenever somebody's getting in the chair, depending on the kind of board you slide on or whatever, you have to, you know, work at these things, okay? This chair, that one has the right, but on this chair, you might want to come around here. This arm folds down, okay? So we have a pin here that holds it in, okay? And it's kind of touchy, but you kind of got to pull on it and down.
Got it.
So you got to,
Give it a jerk. Yep.
you got to give it a jerk. So I'm going to put it back in place. You got to give it a jerk. And again, it's important to put the safety pin in, because if you're going on this and all of a sudden, right conditions, boom, that would pop out.
Yeah. Touch the. Don't have it touch the track.
Pardon?
Otherwise, it
Right.
would touch the track, right?
Otherwise, yes, you could. So this one opens on the right. Both controls are on the left. And I ought to bring that one out to just show the difference. I think it would make sense.
So that one has the incline on the seat on the left, and then the controller on the right to control the chair.
You got it.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay?
And what? Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
What kind of batteries are on this?
These are 12-volt batteries. They're in tandem. So basically, it's like, you know, and that's a 24.
Okay.
We've got a car coming, Keith.
We'll keep going.
In the back of the vehicle, we have stabilizer wheels.
Okay.
So should you be going uphill, this is going to come, you know, that's going to keep you up, okay?
Sure. Uh-huh.
Okay. What we have here is a battery charger. It's a trickle charger. And it charges the battery pretty fast, but you never have to worry about overcharging the chair.
Got it.
So the idea here is yesterday I got both chairs in a trailer. I plugged it in, had it plugged in overnight. And you know, a couple hours ago I went and got the trailer and I unplugged it then. And I unplugged it from just the outside wheel. I kept this thing plugged in until I took it out of here.
Sure.
Okay. And it's simply plug in 110. Okay?
Got it.
And you'll see that I got an extension.
Joe, you may have to
Oh, yeah. All right.
I think
Got an extension
Keith, you
cord
may
on the
have already
one.
seen, but there's an extension cord hanging over the arm there.
Yeah.
That's because when you have two chairs in the trailer, that there's a gray cord back there that plugs into an extension cord that's got a three-way plug on it, and we'll show you that. But so that enables me to have both chairs plugged in at the same time.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, when you're at Camp Waback, okay, are you going to be able to leave the chairs out overnight in a controlled, safe situation, or are you going to have to put them back in the trailer every night?
Well, actually, I just found out as of yesterday that the Camp Waback has a restriction with the American Camp Association where these are restricted. So I just found this out yesterday.
Okay.
Just found this out. So we're going to have to figure something else out.
One thing I will help you, and I can find this out from, it's Chad made a video with Antoinette Gilpatrick of the DNR.
Okay. Okay.
And there's another gentleman, and I have fogged his name.
Okay.
But he's a wheelchair user.
Okay.
And he participated in it. And part of the reason for making this YouTube video was to show that this outdoor wheelchair on tracks causes less damage to the terrain than your skinny wheelchair.
Okay.
Or another wheelchair's got the bigger wheels on it.
Right.
That will create more damage to the terrain than this chair.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, because it spreads out the distribution of the weight.
Makes sense.
And the only reason and the only way you get people to understand that is they have to see it in action.
Yeah, right.
So I think you have an opportunity here with Camp Waback is to show them how this will work. Maximum speed of this chair is walking speed.
Okay.
So, and the idea here, it's not an all-terrain vehicle, it's not a UTV, it's a wheelchair on tracks.
I see.
And I know of individuals who've got their electric wheelchairs.
Right.
They fly faster than this.
Well, I'm sure they
Yeah.
do.
Oh, I know they fly because I've seen them go
fast.
whoof.
Yeah, they're fast.
Right.
Yeah.
This is meant to not harm terrain.
Right.
It's meant to go slowly
Yeah.
over rocks,
obstacles.
over obstacles.
Sure.
As a result, it's got a lot of torque.
Makes sense, yeah.
It's got torque,
Mhm.
but it don't have speed.
Right.
Okay. I'm going to move this one forward a little bit.
Okay.
So bring the other one out. That way you're going to be able to see the inside of the...
Okay.
Okay.
We'll come back to the controls right at the end, okay?
Okay. Is the video still going, Joe?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I think you It's tight. It's tight quarters in here.
Yeah.
So again,
It's like a little mini RV.
Okay, I've got the machine locked right now, so you
Okay.
get to witness this.
All right.
Just step up here.
You want to walk up there, Joe, and show
Yeah,
them?
walk right up. So right now the machine is locked, okay? And there's a little key that's in the video, I mean in the display.
Yeah.
So to unlock it, I go. I don't know if you heard that.
Yeah, I heard it.
Good ears. Okay, now I'm gonna walk it out, okay?
Okay.
Oh yeah, just watch your step there.
Okay, get that going again as soon as I can.
And I always gotta remember I gotta unhook the power supply.
Okay. And just to explain to the watchers the video, what was the beep for again?
Okay, if you've locked the machine,
Yep.
you take the joystick and you move it straight forward
Yep.
till it beeps.
Yep.
Then you pull it straight back till it beeps,
Okay.
and that unlocks the controls.
Okay, that was what you were explaining out here. I got you.
Yep. So what happened is it happened on this one.
Sure. Okay.
Okay. Some people like to walk these up on the side. I like to walk them up like this, or walk them up and walk them down like this. So again, what we've got here in this one, tilt left, controls right. Okay? And for this one, the opposite of the other one, this folds down to the left side. So again, you pull the plug,
Yep.
and you take it down.
Spring loaded, huh?
Spring loaded.
Mm-hmm.
Again, we've got the here, so there's your two 12-volt batteries.
Okay.
Okay, they're easier to see from the front, but then they're hooked in tandem, and then they're connected to the trickle charger. Okay, seat belt, leg belt. Again, you got to put this back in. Key. Back here are a couple of rests to hold things. You could hold firearm here. You just hang. Monica hangs her pink bag off of this thing.
Got it. Okay.
I'll back this up a little. So again, you know, the plugins are right here. Okay. You know, plugins in the back of each one of them. This thing can go through about 4 to 6 inches of water. Okay.
Okay.
And the idea here is you never get the battery or the the motors wet.
Makes sense.
In the summertime, you don't have to worry. In the wintertime, if you've got them wet, you can actually freeze the legs and freeze the motors until Chad and I did that one time, and we literally had to get the staff at Chula Vista to help us drag it in,
Oh, no.
and to put heater blowers on it to warm the legs up, so we can get it back into the showroom.
Now, if you're constantly riding one of these, how many miles will it go?
I can't speak in miles,
Yeah.
but what I can speak in is more like, how many hours.
Yeah.
You ought to be able to go about at least 4 to 5 hours.
Wow.
Now, this pertains to, are you going flat ground? Are you going over rough terrain where it's expending more energy?
Right.
Now is a good time. Thank you for being my... Okay. Okay. If you want to come in here, Keith.
All right.
Okay. So, up here, this is your right now I've got it on speed 1.
All right.
Okay, that's for down.
Yep.
Here's for up, speed 2,
Okay.
up to 5. The little light thing, that we have a headlight on this.
Oh, sure, I saw it. Yep. That's
Okay,
cool.
there's the headlight.
Okay.
The left and right arrow. We don't have blinkers.
Okay.
Okay, I inverted, so we
That
don't
makes-
have blinkers.
Makes sense. Yep.
Okay,
Right.
but so the light, and then the mode, and then that's your little horn.
That's the horn. All right.
Okay,
All right. So the left and the right, the blue ones are the power.
power,
Yeah.
and I find, and now right in the middle here,
Yeah.
or not in the middle, but is this, that's the battery charge
Okay.
meter.
The indicator lights. Yep.
So let's say you're traveling and moving about, and wherever you've been doing, and you get about, all of a sudden your battery's about halfway down.
Right.
Say, okay, I've made it this far on
Maybe
half the
halfway.
battery.
You better go back.
Better go back.
You better go back.
Better go back.
Makes sense. Yep.
You said it. So, inside.
Okay.
hang on.
Yeah, go ahead and go. You want to go in there?
Yeah.
We've got these contraptions in this tube, and I'll show you what these contraptions are for. These load in here, and then we got, they can raise or lower
Yeah.
according to the person, okay?
Yep.
And so,
Oh,
let's say if you had a camera
Right.
or something,
Okay.
or there's a rest.
Right.
This can be used to, I know a gentleman who shot sporting clays through this.
Sure. Yeah.
He had another contraption, but they had this, and
Right.
then,
Makes sense. Yeah.
okay. Or let's say it's your camera you want to mount on here if you're bird watching.
Okay.
So that's what this is for.
Okay.
There's one for each chair,
Okay.
and they're in there. We put them in there because it's hard to store them in there, these chairs, because these start to flop around.
Sure. Yep.
So,
All right.
and while we're looking in,
Yep.
that box on the left, we hope you never, ever, ever have to use it. It's the jack for the trailer should you get a flat
I
tire.
see. On the trailer. Yep.
yeah.
If you, so it's there, we hope you, okay? And there's some other things up there on the floor, and I'm going to take them out of there because it's for our other trailer.
Okay.
And so and we're not going to confuse the issue.
Okay.
But keep shooting. These are the wheel cocks. I always recommend one go one way on a wheel, one go the other way.
Okay. Okay.
So, for example, if
All right, here, come on here.
so, for example, in the wheel cock, I put on this side, I would put one there,
Okay.
and on the other side, I mean, if I'm really on really steep terrain like this,
Yeah.
I'd put them on both sides.
Okay.
But if I'm kind of a little bit, then I would put one like that on one side and one on the front on the other side.
And where's the best spot to put the jack? And what part of the frame?
The best part of the frame is it's a wide thing, and this is an all steel frame. The frame starts here and then goes back. If you follow underneath here, we got you can go. This is a steel frame right here.
Okay.
You can put that jack right up underneath there to change the tire.
And maybe put like a 2x4 on in case it's in mud or something.
Always smart, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
And we do have a board in there.
You do. Okay.
The board's on the floor in there,
Got it.
just in case.
Yep.
We got all these just in cases
Right, makes
for
sense.
which we never ever want to have to be used.
Right.
You have the phone numbers,
Yeah.
that accessibility phone number. You have my phone number. I'm going to be emailing you Steve Spaney's as well as Monica's and also Chad. Chad's going to be in River Falls, but should something come up,
Yep.
I will email you tonight the list of phone numbers
Okay.
for people who could remotely help you through things.
Sounds good. Okay.
Okay?
Should we also videotape the 2-inch jack on the truck? Or the hitch? The hitch? Okay.
Yep.
Oh, sure.
Yep.
Okay.
Come right here.
So right now, the chains, the safety chains, you always cross them over. If you ever pulled a trailer,
Yeah,
the
okay.
chain on the left side goes to the right and the chain on the right goes to the left.
Okay.
Okay? I've got this locked right now. Okay?